generated hundreds of thousands of dollars for us with one video and $0 out of our pocket. Hey everyone, Jeff with IntelliHost here, and today I want to show you how I achieved over $1 million in direct booking revenue by using these 4 basic methods. So stick around to the end so you can see all 4. Now, why would the founder of an Airbnb optimization software be showing you how to get more direct bookings? Well, because it helps your bottom line. I mean, the reality is Airbnb charges over 13 to 14% to the guests, and they're going to charge you another 3%, if not more, for every single booking. So if it can help you, we're interested in showing you our success. Point number 1, branding on the listing site. Now, you can put your branding within Airbnb if you're careful. Now, you can't direct people to your website. Don't do that. Airbnb will shut you down.
Shut it down.
But there's a few places where you can put your company name in Airbnb's listing page. Number 1, you can put it in your title. So for example, we name every single one of our properties. So what it says is The Gatsby by Loma Homes. Okay, Loma Homes is the company, Gatsby is the name of the property, and that's one way we do it. In the description, another way you can do this, you can put, this is the next version of the Loma Homes Beach Collection, for example, right? Making it clear to guests that this is part of a collection of properties. Again, kind of giving them that hint that they can go online and find this property somewhere else. The other place you can put your branding is in your pictures. So you can even put a little logo at the bottom right of each image, and that lets them know that this is, again, part of a company, and they know what to look for. If they go online and they search Loma Homes, they're going to find that logo and be able to recognize it. So the first step, make sure you're optimized on Airbnb, but then let them know that you're a company that does this, and that lets them know that they can go search online and make it easy for them to find you online by giving them the name of your company, giving them the name of your property.
Build some brand awareness.
Step number 2 is in-home branding. So now they've booked the property. Let's say they booked it on Airbnb, right? They show up to the property and they need to know that if they book direct next time, you're going to give them some kind of discount. Now, Airbnb charges them 13% on the front end, so you can automatically offer them 13% at least to book direct with you next time.
That is a pretty big discount.
So make sure in your welcome basket that they have some kind of discount promo code that they can use on your website next time. Also, you should have signs already around your home to direct them to where to find the spoons and where to find, there should be little signs on the cabinets and instructional signs that are around your property. Make sure that those are branded. You can find ways to print these online fairly cheaply, and make sure that they're high quality, make sure that they don't look cheap or that you just, printed something from your home printer. Get them done right.
Don't be cheap.
But make sure that your brand is on there so that, again, they understand you're a company, you do this professionally, and if they book next time, they can have a discount. Step 3, personalize, personalize, personalize. There's a big risk when you create all of these branding efforts that you're going to distance yourself from the guest. The more corporate you are, the more distant they'll feel. And so I'm going to give you some tips on how to make that more personalized. The more personal you can make it feel, the more relationship you're going to create with that guest and the more loyalty you'll create with them. And that's going to incentivize them to book direct with you and be a repeat guest. So it's really important, and this is really how you're going to lock that guest in, is making them feel like you know them, they have a face and a name that they can reach out to when they want to rebook. Okay, so here's how you do that. As soon as they book on Airbnb or whatever platform they've booked on, you need to start asking them some questions. Now, don't pepper them with lots of questions. Just ask a few strategic questions that help you get to know why they're coming and maybe any special needs they have. So number 1, you can ask them, what's the reason for your visit?
So, why are you here?
And if it's for a family reunion, if it's for an anniversary, right? If it's for an anniversary, leave them a couple of wine glasses with a wine bottle with a congratulations welcome note, right? Speaking of the welcome note, by the way, if you're leaving a welcome note that's just a generic, hey, thanks for coming, just throw that away. It's not doing you any good, okay? Make sure that that note is handwritten and it's specific to their stay. You should be able to make every guest a specific experience based on the questions that you're asking them after they book, okay? Another question could be, are you celebrating any special events? Are there any special needs that we should know about to make your stay more comfortable, right? That's another question. Just loads of questions that you could ask them, and just make sure that when they stay, they know they have a specific person to reach out to. You're not sending them corporate canned messages that, not to say that they can't be automated, but just don't make them sound so formal. That way people feel like they're comfortable in reaching out and making sure they can address issues with you as well.
I need to talk to a person.
if you can build that relationship with your guests, you're much more likely to get a direct booking from them next time. All right. Now, step number 4 is influencers. Influencers are a great way to get more eyeballs to your direct listing, right? They can really help your marketing efforts, but you have to be really careful. Influencers can either really, really help you if they're good, or do absolutely nothing for you if they're bad. So let me give you some tips on how to work with influencers and make sure you're getting the most out of that effort. Even if you do these things, you're gonna have some good ones and you're gonna have some bad ones. So just expect some hit or miss here, but here's some general tips on working with influencers. Number 1, pick relevant influencers.
How is this relevant?
Make sure that the audience that follows this influencer would want to actually stay in your property. I don't care if you have like an NBA star as your influencer. If that's not a relevant audience to people who would actually want to stay at a vacation rental in Destin, that's not going to help you. On the flip side, if you have a Disney influencer in Orlando, that could really help bring traffic to your vacation rental in Orlando. Hope that makes sense. Now, the second tip I have for you with working with influencers is don't just look at followers. You can find a big trap with followers because people can get followers by paying for them.
I bought them online.
You could have someone with 1 million followers and no engagement. And that's the second thing you need to look for is engagement. Make sure that they're not just getting followers, but they're actually getting people to comment. Now, unfortunately, bots can actually create comments as well, but you can see through it pretty quickly if you just start clicking on some of their posts and see what kind of comments that people are leaving. Are they legitimate? Are they genuine? That's what you should be looking for.
Fake, 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 fake.
So make sure you're not just looking for followers, but you're looking for a lot of engagement and genuine engagement. And that's a good sign that you've got a good influencer. So if you do those things, you'll have a lot higher success rate with the influencers. Again, you'll have to probably try several before you find one that works. I'll give you an example of one we found where he was just willing to come in and do a video because he wanted great content. That's a good sign of an influencer, one who's focused on content and really pleasing their audience. He came in and did a video for free. That video got over 3 million views on YouTube and generated hundreds of thousands of dollars for us with one video and $0 out of our pocket.
I'm gonna make you go viral.
So if you do those 4 things, branding on Airbnb or VRBO, branding in your home, personalize that experience, and work with influencers, you'll have a pretty good chance of building your direct booking engine and generating more revenue overall. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like. If you are new to our optimization channel, please hit the subscribe button so that you can be notified with new insights and strategies on how to optimize your Airbnb. See you on the next one.